Migo, Batman and Robin. I'm psyched. Well, I didn't think I'd be making one of these videos today. Hey, my man who's dying to work for me, maybe now's your time. You want to work? What do you want to do? You want to, you live in New Jersey, right? You want to come and do some yard work? I'll teach you how to trade. No, it doesn't have to be that drastic. Just show up to the chat room. Let me show you what the hell you're doing. Come up with $5,000 and you're on your own. You don't have to work for me. I'm telling you, don't want to work for me because today's the day that if you didn't make at least $5,000, and I'm talking at least $5,000, you'd be fired. That's how important today was. So, but today was also one of those reasons, right? Today was that day where I couldn't have made I couldn't have made the worst choice of my life. I never leave the house, ever. I knew there was a meeting, something about the Fed today, right? But this is where my irresponsibility, and if I had a capable assistant, they probably would have said something to me. Maybe you shouldn't be leaving, boss. But if you do leave, make sure you tell me what to do when in your absence. A lot of things went wrong today. A couple of things went right. Strangely, the day started off awesome. Forget about the Fed. We had CrowdStrike, and we crushed it. Had it long 3 different times, made money. I forgot what the other trade was that I didn't put it on, so I don't even remember it. Forgot what it was. It doesn't matter. So then I'm thinking today was one of those, minutes type of thing, reiteration. I still don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened. Speech, meeting, whatever. I thought it was just going to be one of those, here's what the Fed said, and they'll start sifting through the words, and maybe there'll be a market reaction, but it'll be kind of muted. So I made a dentist appointment. I got the worst teeth. One of my caps popped out, so I had to get it glued back in. I figured I'd go in the middle of the day so I can get back for the close. So 130 hits, market spikes up, it spikes down, spikes up, spikes down. I'm like, all right, cool. It breaks back over that spiked up price. We're probably going to rally to 287 today. Cool. Right. And then I was saying, if it would break 287, 287.50 was a big spot. 287.50 gets you 292.50. And if we break 292.50, we're going to go to 293.59, possibly 294.04. 294.04 was my that was my outlier call. So the idea here is what I've been trying to achieve is, so I would give the idea to the assistant, right? And the idea was to cover my ass while I'm out getting my tooth fixed. I'd come back and I'd see you'd be up, have the cues, and you'd be kicking ass and having a good time. By the way, crowd turned into another pretty good trade. Oh. Should I sum up? I'm going to sum the story up. I came back and I was kind of shell-shocked about what I had missed out on. But then we started to consolidate, and we started consolidating at higher levels. I was like, oh, there's no chance we're going down, because now if you're really looking for a reason that the market's going to go down, there are no more reasons. All of the interest rate hikes now are baked in. We've already factored in 2 more 50% hikes. So the only thing that's going to ruin the market is if they decide to do something that they just didn't tell us or factored in. Which, why would they do that? The Fed only tries to help. They really do. They just want to make the market go up. That's their main job. They don't give a shit about the economy. They want to make sure the market never has any prolonged down moves. Really, that's what it's about. So now we've factored in interest rates are off the table now. They're saying inflation is starting to moderate. Cool. Cool. We're factoring that in. We already know there's a war going on in Ukraine, whether or not we're funneling fake money, real money, FTX money, Bitcoin money, $20 billion is missing. Who cares? Nah. People are going to make a big deal. Oh, $20 million fraud. What else is new? Remember the Iran Contra deals? It's been going on for 100 years. Misuse of government funding. Nothing new. Nothing new here, right? So that's factored in. China. That was the new black swan event, right? So the China shut down and the COVID and the blah 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 and the China and blah 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 and the apples and the chip blah blah blah, right? So now they're coming out of COVID restrictions, right? And if you notice, the market didn't really sell off that much. It just flirted with the breakout price on the Qs was around 280. We held 280, we held 280, we held 280, and we held 280 today. I was bullish enough before this monster move on the Fed because we kept holding support. The market's telling us that it doesn't want to go down anymore. And if it doesn't want to die, it's a buy, right? So fast forward till 3 o'clock. We were still under, that 290. So when we broke the double top of 290 and change, you could have bought 292 calls for 11 cents. They went to $1.50. The 293s were a penny. They went to 80 cents. That's 80 times your money. So the reason I'm making this video is to just make me feel better about missed opportunity. 3 weeks ago, I mean, I shouldn't have lost money on that day. That was must be being an idiot. But 3 weeks ago, there was one of those days where it doesn't come around a lot. And a lot of people were miserable that day because of the missed opportunity. I said, nah, don't worry about it. You'll get another one of these. They come around every 2-3 months. Took 3 weeks. 3 weeks, we have a day even better than that day. Took 3 weeks. And you have the opportunity again of a lifetime. And let me point out, my friends, why are we having more opportunities of a lifetime in the year of 2022? Because the market finally went down. Do you understand now why I hate bull markets? Bull markets suck. Bull markets stink. Bull markets are boring. What are you going to do? You slowly go up every day. You pause. You can't even short anything because it never pulls back. They just pause and then they just resume their course. You can't sell anything because the next day it's higher. You can't sell anything intraday because as soon as you sell, it keeps going higher. I hate bull markets. I like markets where there's 2 up days, 2 down days, 3 monster bad days, and then 2 monster up days, or a month of going down, met with 1 day where we engulf that whole thing. You seeing the power surge? You guys seeing this? The whole neighborhood's freaking out right now. I have a backup generator. That's why I haven't crapped out yet. That's another thing about the Matrix, man. Whenever I start spewing some truth, the Matrix starts trying to shut me off. But that was kind of my point here. I think we're gonna get cut off in a second. Wow. I kind of lost my train of thought now. Something about opportunity risk. I'm a burnout. Oh man. Um, I have no idea. Let's talk about Migos. I just got these bad boys in the mail. Look at this. These are replicas of the original 1976 Migo Batman and Robin in old school retro boxes. Now, if you're a geek, you just said, ooh. If you're not a geek, you're like, you're an idiot. But also, more importantly, the price of silver. Here we go, baby. Come on. Give me give me 10 more days like this and we'll be sitting pretty. Also, I want to know, anybody out there go to Notre Dame? My daughter's applying to Notre Dame. I was wondering if anybody had any tidbits of info. Um, but there was something I needed to talk to you guys about. I forgot what it was now. I don't know. But email me about the schmooze. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. Email me. I'll get you into the schmooze. You know, I'm not a big fan of selling things, but I got to sell you something right now. I'm going to start selling the schmooze. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell entry to the schmooze. So you're going to get, let's call it 6 to 11. It's mostly, well, a lot of it's music in the first hour and a half. Let's call it 3 hours of prep work, like 8 to 11, usually we go. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to throw in an extra day. So you're going to get the schmooze and then you get to hang with me all day Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and trade the ideas that I set you up in on Thursday night. I think I'm going to do it for a low, low price of $50. It's like going out to a club. But my club, not only do you get drunk, but I give you some great information where you could probably make yourself $500,000 the next day. And plus, if you take away some vital information, look, I'm going to be teaching you how to plot charts Thursday night and then Friday morning. If you have a good retention and you can learn quickly, some people learn this pretty quickly. Within a couple of schmoozes, you'll be on your way. Learn how to trade this month. This is it. These are the greatest days I've ever seen. This is the best trading I have by far. By far. It's never been like this. It's never been. There are days where it's so easy to trade, you can't believe it. And I got to tell you, when I look back at all the trades I did this year, I've lost. The only trades I've lost big on were pre-market biotech stocks that I had some fun with in the pre-market, and I decide to revisit in the middle of the day. It never goes right. I don't know why I keep doing that. But when you take just earnings reports and trade around VWAP, we haven't had a losing trade all year. It's absurd. It's absurd to even say that. These trades work every time they show up. So every time there's a trade on a stock, well, let me reverse that sentence. Every time there's a stock that's reported earnings and it's under the VWAP to start the day and it breaks the VWAP, every time it's moved higher. Every single time. Sometimes it only lasts for 20 minutes, an hour or two. Sometimes they turn into monster trades like these last couple of days. Do you understand the significance of the earnings reversal is so important that they become swing trades? Because usually that's a pivot point of the stock. So if you look at LI, we were in from 1685. 1685. 1685. You know where the stock is today? 3 days later, $23. We had Billy yesterday, right? Billy. Earnings reversal on Billy. Oh, sorry, 2 days ago on Billy. Oh, maybe yesterday. I don't remember I don't remember where the hell I am anymore. Billy. Billy was yesterday. We had the stock at 1375. It's at 1750 now. We had XPEV. just a couple of days ago, 720. Stock's at 11. This is why bear markets rock. You're not going to find $4 stocks going to 8, 12, and 20 that quickly in bull markets. They'll grind, they'll pause, they'll grind, they'll pause. It'll take you a couple of months to get your 200, 300% gain. But when you have stocks that have been hammered from $400 down to $6, the squeeze potential is so enormous that any kind of days like this, they all just start ripping, and it's just like push the button and you make money. It's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting times. It really is. But I'm going to go out on a limb, and right now I'm going to say something I haven't said in a while. Jim knows this one. Jim, you remember generation? I was just talking to Fatty. Generational lows. Generational lows are in. Generational lows. I'm going to go out and say you ain't going back below the lows from this year on the Qs. No way. No way. But here's the best part. If I'm wrong about that, right? If I'm wrong about this year's QQQ low being generational lows, and I'm talking about you ain't seeing lows down here anymore. Like you're not going to see the Qs under 250 ever. I could be wrong, and if we did break 250, I still think we could go to 236 and we'd still wind up rallying. But we tried to go down. The market's been trying to go down. Trust me, I'm a bear. I know what it looks like. We've been trying to go down for 3 weeks, and we just keep consolidating. And there's buyers, and it looks every time it's about to roll over, there's buyers there. So the consolidation has been bullish. I don't want it to be bullish. I didn't want it to be bullish. Remember, I was looking for another rollover to buy. I mean, I was pseudo bearish, but I was getting bullish. Again, there's difference between short term, long term, and intermediate term. But now, after these last 3 weeks, how we couldn't go down. The market refused to go down. What more do you need to see than what you just witnessed in the last 3 weeks? So now that we've consolidated and we broke out, I'm going to give you one number. I'm going to make a call right now. And it's not even far-fetched. I'm going to give you where the Qs are going to close on December 31st. Watch this. You ready? The QQQ for 2022. And if I'm right about this, it's going to be nuts. Because the last time we rallied off the Josh Brown bottom, what's up, Josh? Your legend is still intact. The Josh Brown bottom is still intact. So the last time we rallied off the Josh Brown bottom, we made it back to the yearly VWAP. So we were at 2-year lows, and we made it back to the 1-year VWAP. The 1-year VWAP now has been adjusted down from the 334 to 321, factoring all the selling that we've had, and now we're looking at more data. I'm going to tell you right now, QQQ, December 31st, maybe not landing on it, but somewhere from today, and this is the high end. I still have a low end. I would not be surprised to see the Qs rally 321 and a quarter, and the hook. Put the hook on 321 and a half. I'll give you the hook. 321 and a half. That's the if everything stays where we are. The Fed doesn't change their stance. They don't come in. CPI data is not some crazy bullshit number. Right now, all things considered, and all the things that are baked in, I'm looking at a market, a QQQ that wants to go to 321. That ain't such a far-fetched idea. What I would go out on the limb and say, if we break, and I think we're going to break tomorrow, Tomorrow is one of my most significant prices. All right. One of the most significant prices. We got over that today, but we have to close the regular session. If we get over the 293, and again, we're over it now, 293.65. If we stay above that range, I won't say the G word, but then again, we're just friends here. I will guarantee the Qs see 303, at least 303. And then if we get over 303, I would go out and say, no doubt, 311. And then if we get through the 311, we got the other 20, we got the other 10 points in hand. So what I did today is I put my call spreads on. So I'm long the Qs, right? And you're not getting me out because now I'm locked in. So I'm thinking 321 high. So I sold the 325, the 320s for 81 cents, right? And I bought myself the 302s for 481. And that's where I'm at. So I bought the 302s for 4, which are pretty expensive. These are the December 30th. There's the last day of the year. And that's just one of my positions I put on, but I'm so bullish now that I put call spreads on. I never put call spreads on because they stink. But I'm trying to be this one. I like the symmetry too. I paid 481 for the 302s, and I sold the 320s for 81 cents. So think of what I'm doing here. I'm risking 4 points because I laid out 480. I took in 80. Most I can risk, most I'm losing is 4 points. If I'm right, we do rally up to 320, right? My 304s are going to be worth $16 each, right? So that's 300% on our money. Risking 4 to make 16. And that's where I'm at. Zero hedge, yeah, he's been wrong pretty much since he launched that internet chat room thing. That dude's been wrong about everything for most of his life. Doom porn was good last year. But again, if I was completely at 100% bullish, I wouldn't even put a spread on. And I'm not saying we could get to the 320 and then roll over and crash again. There's a lot of stuff going on that's, dictating which way this market runs. But now I've started to add positions that I'm just going to hold on to. But after a day like this, and let me explain why this is still insignificant compared to what I do. On a day like this, right? With 5, let's say you buy 10 contracts and you're putting up $4,000. That's all you can lose. If you put $4,000 that you were willing to lose today, right? Most people don't have $4,000 that you might blow all in one afternoon. But when we pivoted, right? This is going to sound stupid, but when we pivoted, if you took the $4,000 and threw it onto my 2 option plays, you made yourself $160,000. I know. It hurts me too. I didn't put $4,000 to work. I put $120 to work. But if you're out there and you've got that kind of money, and I'm talking about these are options now. If you don't know, the QQQ has weekly options. No, they have daily options now. So when we consolidated between 2 and 3 o'clock, all the option prices that were going to expire at 4, they came crashing back down. There were options sitting there at 3 cents, 3 cent options that went to a dollar, 20 cent options that went to 2, 50 cent options that went to 6. So if you divided amongst, if you took that 4 grand, and I'm using 4 grand as an example because I put 4 grand on this trade, and this is why I find anything else than what I'm describing now almost a waste of time. Once you know what you're doing and you can see what's happening, why not just try to make the most money you can while you've got it right in front of you? Because I'd love to tell you that the market's going to go up to 308. It's easy for me to say that. But today I knew where the market was going to go. Anything after tonight is guessing. I'm taking an educated guess based on 30 years of watching the market. But yet it's a speculative guess. This afternoon was not a guess. This afternoon, I knew 292.50 was inevitable. And once I got to 292.50, I was pretty content because that was my call. I left a lot of money on the table because we got to 292.48. And then we started to sell off. So I got out. And then we pivoted. And then you could have done that same trade again and made 10 times your money on that last 20-minute move, which was insane. So I still choose instant gratification over anything, because why not trade when you're a day trader? As much as you think it's risky, it's not, because you're in control. Hey, this is going right. Great. Oh, it's going wrong. All right, let me get out. What I'm doing here, this is blatant speculation. I don't know shit, right? Tomorrow, Ukraine nuclear bomb goes off, the Qs are at 240, right? You don't know. That's why I still choose day trading over anything. But it's days like this where if you were with me just from Monday, you really would have learned so much about trading in these last 3 days. You would never, ever want to do anything else. You see how the good day trade becomes the swing trade. The swing trade becomes the investment. A bad trader, most investors, well, I'm speaking from experience, most investors, wait, let me backtrack. Most swing traders don't get into a swing trade thinking, all right, I'm going to buy this here and I'm going to hang on to it for 3 to 5 days or 7 to 10 days, your typical swing trader. Most swing traders are day traders who buy a stock, they sell some, it starts to go down. Oh man, I wish I would have sold it all up there. I guess I'll hang on to it. Welcome to swing trading. That's how most swing trades are originated. See, when you're doing it properly, you're in something like LI or XPEV or Billy or Crowd or whatever you trade, and you do well, and then it gives you a reason to hold the rest near the close. That's a reason. That's a good reason to swing trade, opposed to what I just described. But friends, my friends, do me a favor. Jim Lewis, especially you. I know we haven't seen each other. We haven't seen you in 12 years. Why don't you show up to the schmooze? Come and hang out. Fatty would like to see you. Solids with me still. I still got the 2 guys with me from day one, man. It's incredible. Come hang out. Let me show you what to do. And this whole thing about me trying to hire somebody to help me, I'd rather you just help yourself. And I could help you help you. I could help you help yourself. I've got a lot of friends in the industry, or nope, I don't really have that many friends in the industry. I've got enough friends in the industry that I can pretty much help you. And when I'm talking about is I got, prop trading guys and, overseas and, places to find money, where you can get funded. I'd rather see you just learn and then do it yourself. Why would you want to work for me? All I'm going to do is yell at you every single day, no matter what you do. Even if you're right, I'll still yell at you. You got to have a thick skin working for me. I'm not a very friendly person when it comes to trading. If you heard about my reputation, I have a reputation of being hard to work with. Who? Me? I'm very combative and confrontational. What? um, but again, you got to learn somewhere. So plop some money down. Let me show you what the hell to do. I'll find you some money, come up with 5 grand, and then go to work. You keep 80% of the money and I get 20%. The other way around, I'm only giving you 20%. I keep the 80%. You're working all day and you're only getting 20%. Find the money for yourself and you keep the 80, I get the 20. It's better for you. Oh, man. Because, man, I would have loved to have an assistant today that I came back to the desk and would have my assistant sitting there smiling at me. Man, you nailed this one, master. Look what I got. I held the cues the whole time. Please don't beat me. Oh, boy. What else did I get in the mail lately? I don't know. Hey, speaking of stuff, I got another thing is start coming to the website. I got to start giving away stuff. This is the week I start giving presents away. And if anybody is in the New York City, New Jersey area, and you've got small kids, I've got some stuff. I can't even, it's not worth it for me to send it in the mail. I got all these arts and crafts stuff that I bought for my kids. We never used them. Like keepsake, it's like cement, and you put your kids' hands in it and you decorate it. I don't know. It's a $30 item. You know what? It would cost me $50 to ship this. It weighs like a ton. Come and get it. I got 2 of them. I got more coloring books than you'll know what to do. Hey, look at the cues ripping. I got more stuff than I got room now in the house. So come and get some stuff. If you got gymnasts in the family, I got equipment. Come and get it. I still have a members only jacket I want to give away too. By the way, Q's ripping $2.95. Here we go. You are not getting me out of the queues, man. I am holding these, and I'm willing to give back the whole ship. I'm in the stock. You are not getting me out of the QQQ unless we break today's lows. That's it. I think today's lows are one of the most pivotal moments in stock market history. But you know what? That's what's great about this price. Because if I'm wrong, it's right there. 279.97, 279.97. You see the cues breaking 279.97, you know I'm selling out. Because chances are we're going to break down and we might be on our way back to the 250. So there's so much going on. There's so much going on. It's just there's so much opportunity. There's so much going on. The question is, can you remain focused and take advantage of what's going on here? And here's the funniest part of the whole entire freaking conversation right now. Join the Discord. No, I don't have a Discord. No, I don't do Discord. I have a Discord channel. I don't show up to my own channel. I have other guys running my Discord channel for me. I never show up. I haven't showed up once. It's been a year and a half. Because I do the website. Just email us. Actually, email thewarlock@hitthebid.com. We'll send you a password. You come tomorrow night and you see how, if you like it. My policy is the only policy that should exist in this industry. I wouldn't believe the bullshit that I say either. 1,200% returns in a day? You're a liar. You should be cynical. I'm an idiot on YouTube talking about the stock market, right? That's why I do it the way I do. I give everybody at least 2 weeks to hang out with me. 2 freaking weeks. You'll know if I'm bullshitting in 2 days. Whether I know, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I bang out winners every day. And when I lose money, you're the first to know because you see me losing the money and then I'm selling. That didn't work, right? That's why I do it the way I do it. And nobody else has the balls to do it. That's why I'm so combative. And that's why I'm so angry at this industry. And that's why I'm always challenging people and poking fingers and calling people frauds and scammers and charlatans. If they were so confident in what they're doing, show me, walk me through it, show me what you can do, show me what you're working with. Give me give me a week, give me 5 freaking days to sit there and listen to you. Give me 5 days to appreciate how much you do know. Give me 5 days. And nobody does it. They'll do it for $40. I saw one guy, they charge you 39.99 for a trial, a 1 week trial for $40. I get that. That's close to free. It's close. It's not free. There was one guy who was doing $40 for the first week. But I think you have to commit to a month after that or something. There's probably a catch. I don't want to even know you're there. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't need to know I don't need to know your credit card number. I don't need to know anything. Just show up. Show up, say, hey, what's up? Ask questions. We got 150 people in one room. We got 500 in another. I got 3 rooms going now. And I'm also got a guy that's doing long-term investing in a separate room. That's my brother. He's more of a swing trader. He's free. You know why he's free. Yeah, I don't do anything free, brother. But I'm free for the time. If I'm free for 2 weeks, it's enough. And if you act now, you get this credit card that's preloaded with money. You guys know about this card? It's called Current. So you open your account, and while your money's sitting there, they give you 4%. It's a credit card that pays you 4%. So you have to let's say you put 5 grand into your account. They give you four something percent every day. So your money's building a little bit every day, every day, every day. It's pretty cool. It's better than not getting paid to have a credit card, right? Like most credit cards. Best book on VWAP? Ooh. Can you? Well, read Brian Shannon's book, the original one. And now, if you join my website, we're going to have Brian Shannon come on in a couple of weeks. He's got a new book coming out about multiple time frame VWAP. Yeah, that's the one you want to read. And I have a friend writing a book too about technical analysis, more or less VWAP kind of too. But when it comes down to VWAP, it's really like the 4 or 5 different setups. Your intraday setups, your swing trade, your multiple time frames. And then once you see it, once you get the 4 or 5 specific setups down, then it's just, oh, that's that one. Oh, there's that one. Oh, there's that one. And then it's just repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. My last question, and here's my question. Anybody been in the financial markets since late 80s, maybe early 90s? I really got started in 94, 94, 95. And, when the market started taking off in 96, 97 because of new tech, iOmega, and the internet was starting to be built, server farms, that type of stuff. Different TV technologies were hot for a while. Never seen anything like it when we started going up in 98, 99. But during that time, we were getting 5.5, 6.5 on our money cash. Cash. And here, all you ever hear about is that, all right, we're raising interest rates now to hold back inflation and to squash the hot economy and the jobs market, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, they say, and we're probably going to lower interest rates inevitably. Why? Why do they have to lower interest rates? For who? We can operate at 5%. We could hold there at 5.5% and start to build society again. 5.5% is fine. My parents mortgaged their house. If you guys lived through the 70s, it was 17.5%. Life went on. Then it was 12.5. My parents were locked into a 30-year fixed at 12.5. They were so excited when they refinanced down to 9.5. 9.5. Holy shit, this is phenomenal. You're telling me that we can't have a functional, bullish environment with interest rates at 5.5%? Why do we have to cut rates? But if that's their plan, I want you to go take a look at some CDs. Because my plan here, and again, they're going to raise interest rates 2 more times. If they're going to start interest rate lowering 2 years from now, what you might want to do, and this is what I'm going to do, I'm taking some money and I'm going to start looking at the 2-year yield. And by the time January, February rolls around, 2-year yielding CD should be around 6.5. That ain't bad. 6.5 guaranteed. Probably the best we're going to get. And the reason you want to go a little bit longer dated is that just in case they start to cut interest rates, 12 months from now, you're locked in for at least 2 years at the higher rate. And if you want to know where to go, if you know where to go, it's great. I'm going to show you something. I don't know if you have Thinkorswim, then you have a TD Ameritrade account. If you have a TD Ameritrade account, go to their homepage. Go to Research and Ideas, Bonds and CDs. They have a scanners. They've got scanners that scan the entire country for high yielding CDs. And they do all the work for you. And then all you do is hit buy. So right now I bought, what did I buy today? I bought, I didn't, been doing like 20 grand, 20 grand. I bought, where the hell are they? The Bank of Hope. I hope they don't go out of business. The Bank of Hope 3-month non-callable CDs. Their market date is the 12th, the 13th of December. You get a head start. You don't get the interest doesn't start accruing till the 13th of December, and then it matures on the 14th of March. 3-month CD, and you get your 4.2%. Obviously, you don't get 12 months worth of money. So when you're doing the math, you're only getting 3 months at 4.2. But I want to do the short term ones to inevitably lock into the long term ones. And if you're looking for yield, look no further than SWVXX. That is Schwab's high yield money market. They're at 3.875 right now. Cash. No lockup. That's just cash. In and out. You can do whatever you want. That's where most of my money's being housed right now. And for the last part of this conversation, you know why I hate owning stocks? You want to know? I mean, I'm not losing money on BTU, obviously, but we have one of the biggest freaking days. One of the biggest freaking days of the year. Monster. One of the most monstrous up days in the whole freaking year. What does BTU do today? Closes down. Man, I shorted the stock earlier, and I love shorting stocks that I own because that's how I became a trader. Stock was a blatant short today at 31.85. Made a decent trade on it, but I thought for sure the stock would close green the way the market turned around. But you're finally down on the AMC, or you meant to say you're finally up on the AMC? Pay me up, Scotty. Hey, that's my ringtone. How do you ringtone? Scotty, this is the captain. That's my ringtone. Oh, I'm the biggest nerd. I'm like the biggest nerd in the world. Look how excited I am about Mego dolls. Scotty, if you see what he wrote there, he wrote Kenny, get a life. If you know where that's from. I think you're funny, Kenny. I will sign it. Whatever you want. All right, people. Stop in tomorrow. Should be fun. I'm going to get loaded and have a good time. I went 4 days without smoking weed. That was exciting. I've been smoking. I was smoking so much weed, I was starting to slur my speech. I was smoking every day, man. Yeah, but I gotta quit because I don't even feel it anymore. I'm doing like I'm doing like 6 to 7 bong hits now to get off. That's too much. Used to be you do one bong hit, used to and you're good for the night. I'm doing 6 rips. And then sometimes I'm packing the bowl again, man. Oh man, I'm like immune. Immune. And I got some good herb, bro. Woo! Woo! Woo woo. This is birthday cake. It's good. It really it's like nice. I got birthday cake and I got the OG Kush, which is still the best. Ooh! Skittles. One of my faves. Send it to me, baby. Can't find the Skittles anymore. I had Skittles. One of the first vape pens I ever tried was the Skittles. I was flying. That was good stuff. I was at I forgot some concert and so I was just floating around the room. I was like, "Are we sure this is weed?" Woo! Z Skittles, yeah, that is good. I love the buds too. I had the buds too. All right. And speaking of weed, alcohol, drugs, and trading, I'm trying to put together a show and we're calling it 420 Fridays. So it's all about vice. So it's kind of like a market wrap kind of show, 420 to 5 o'clock on Fridays, a 40-minute show, 420 Fridays. We talk weed, alcohol, drugs, guns, society, and of course, options. I don't know how high the SPY will go. I can't comment on the SPY because I just don't watch. I think 303 on the Qs. That's where we get to on. I think we get 10 more points if again, there's too much data coming out. That's why it's a hard call. But if we stay, all things considered, we're right at the breakout price. We could see 303 close on Friday. And we get 303. If we get 303 on this Friday, we're definitely going to 320. So I would say we close at 320. And it's really only look, if you put 10% more, right? That's a 30-point rally from here. So if we get a 5% rally, right? 5% rally is another 15 points on the Qs. Simple. All right. Make sure you stop in tomorrow. Come on. I trade better when new people are around because I'm always trying to impress everybody. So the more people that show up that are new, I get better. And I'm not joking. I'm like the Joe DiMaggio of trading. I'm always trying to impress people, so I'm always at my best. And you should have seen me this morning, man. I ripped some guy's fucking head off. Guy was questioning me. I said, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" He's like, "I never hear any calls." I was like, "You nuts?" But then he knelt, he kissed my ring, and now we're friends. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets to criticize. I take criticism well. It's just when it's misguided criticism, I get nuts. And you should have seen. That's why it's hard to work for me. I'm very angry, but most of the anger is at myself because of all the mistakes I've made, and then it just bottles up, and I want to kill somebody. Plus, again, when I'm trading, it's like a fight. I want to be riled up. I want to be in battle mode. So it keeps me focused. Some people are very frightened of that. Some people are very frightened of that shit, which they should be. Oh man. But I gotta tell you, man, I've been at this desk now since 7 a.m. Took a half hour, 45-minute break to go to the dentist. I haven't got up. All right. I'm getting up now. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'll see you tomorrow night. And hopefully I'll see you for the next 5 to 7 years, and then I'm going to run for president. All right, that's the plan. So I got to make a couple of billion. So you could always, if I make everybody into millionaires, it'll be a lot easier for you guys to donate to the cause. All right, don't be a dick. Vote Glick. I'll see you guys tomorrow.